Sailing Bedlam. The name says it all, and Bedlam is certainly her game. It's hard to know if this video can truly convey the whirlwind and emotions and experiences we had over the next 3 days, but I'll do my best to keep things clear. Truth be told, giving you a real impression of what we went through might prove tricky. It was nothing short of an incredible journey. The plan was to set sail from Pwllheli to Penryn with favourable weather and providing a promising start. We were blessed with great weather and excellent winds throughout most of the weekend, which made for joyous sailing conditions throughout. Timing, wind and tides is essential for smooth sailing. They say you should never sail by the clock, but sometimes practicality wins out. We had to push through because John needed to leave Pwllheli, and switching to our mooring in Penryn was more cost effective. With Monday's workday looming for John, it became vital to keep good time, and so with sails ready and spirits eager, the journey began. And we've just been working on Bedlam. Very calm, about 8 knots wind tops, and that's gusting. We're setting off at 9:30 in the morning, hopefully it'll stay the same as that, and we're heading up through to Pwllheli. Should be good.
But to get the pin out, I have to detension the rig, and
here we are on John's boat,
yes.
And Stephen, our guest, or John's guest. That's typical of me, isn't it? On Sailing Bedlam again, which we hope to be taken up to Penryn for Saturday, and weather's looking exceptionally well for this time of year, and very light winds, so we might even get a chance to fly the spinnaker that John's never even seen, let alone flown. So this is a good shakedown sail, really. Yes, we'll have a go. There she is. Anchor's now in place. Need to fix that in some form of permanent way, but that'll do at some point. That'll do for now. And then, yes. What a beautiful night it's going to be. Hopefully we get a decent sunset over the Welsh coast there. Wetherspoon's time now. Oh, looking good up there. Again working. I like Pwllheli Marina. It's Pwllheli. It's a lovely place, actually. Expensive, as John found out, but otherwise a beautiful place. Right in the heart of a lovely countryside, lovely estuary. It's really nice. Ooh, there's a Wesley 33.
it's a boat and a half, that is.
Yeah, they are. They're beautiful boats. Sun's setting over the Welsh mountains now as we retire from Wetherspoons, our favourite place. Well, 9:30 now, and it's a beautiful night. Absolutely gorgeous. Here at Pwllheli Marina with the moon 3/4 full. Really nice. Very quiet, very still. Getting very cold though. Very cold indeed. Overnight, from this beautiful evening, although cold, we were confronted with this in the morning. Question is, do we go or do we wait? that's the choice.
Just getting ready for the off now. Visibility, what, 100 yards, something like that. Still poor, but yeah, hopefully it should burn off soon. It's not, you can see the sun burning through there, so it should go. By the time we're fueled up, we're away. Here we leave the base, getting ready for the Youth Nationals this weekend. A lot of preparation going on. All clear here, John. And we head round to the fuel berth. And this is what it's like.
Confident this would burn off within an hour or so, which was what was forecast as well. We thought, yeah, you know, let's carry on. And this, we're just heading to the fuel berth at the moment, but you can see how foggy it is. Arriving at the fuel berth now, and it's all clear, so we should be able to get some fuel and be off.
Probably.
It's clearing though, look.
Yeah. There's probably 50 foot depth of cloud, isn't there?
Yeah.
As our confidence builds, the fog will clear, we're ready to go.
Well, it's better down here than it was up there, so it's probably just holding there because there's no wind at all. Well, this is our view. Beautiful countryside of Wales.
Yeah. Mountains are looking lovely.
Yes. You can't get better views.
The further out we got towards the end of the entrance, the thicker the fog got. And you could just about see the boat in front who was playing all sorts of games.
Got a boat just there, you can't see it, well you can just about see the outline. And he's I don't know whether he's got two people aboard or one. He keeps on shouting, don't know whether he's shouting at himself. But he's his boat's all over the place. We've tried to contact him to see if he's alright, but he's not answering, so I presume he's okay. We went close, but he wasn't particularly interested.
One couple there who were off to do some surfboarding, as optimistic as we were when they left, but I don't think they're going to be able to do it.
Our friend decides to cross our bow now, overtakes us and then slows down again. I don't know what he's playing at really, but anyway, he's having fun, I'm sure. And there's a nice spider web hanging onto the rope. This is Mike from Sailing Because I Love It's favourite saying. It's bin bags to here today. Bin bags all around us. The sun is really, you can feel the heat from the sun, yeah. But it's not clearing this too fast.
Given our slow progress, we decided to speed up the engine, although still taking a good look out. And then the engine alarm, the overheating went on, so we had to slow right down and switch the engine off and then start it again.
And to top it all, we've just had a MOD call saying that they are firing today. Fortunately, it's south of us. That would be fun, wouldn't it? There's bloody fog, and and we're entering the firing range. We are entering the firing range, but the one that they're using is south of us today. So we should be okay. Yeah. So as long as everyone's aware.
The bottom of the engine is about 75-80. The oil is about 60 degrees on the oil filter.
Oil's alright, yeah.
So,
just see the land. Just see the land. And there's a boat out there. I can see some of the boys now, so we've got some markings where we're going. But, yeah. Been quite entertaining. The engine alarm went off before, and we had to try and sort that out. But the engine's been fine at the moment. It's just been taken over. If we put it on any faster revs, the alarm goes off. But other than that, it's been quite pleasant, really. The sun's been quite warm, but it's getting quite chilly now. But I think there's a breeze building, and it's pushing the fog. That's why it's clearing a bit faster than it has been. Yeah, we're just approaching St Tudwell's, although I can't see the damn thing. I can see the mainland, just. Not St Tudwell's. So we might be saying hello to St Tudwell without wanting to. We finally have sight of the island. Now we just need to find the gap. I'm sure St Tudwell will point the way. That's why they made them saints, isn't they? I know. What is St Tudwell's? Ah, dear me, you fell. As we enter the gap between St Tudwell's and the mainland, the fog increases again. We were able to see St Tudwell's very clear there, but now we can't see a thing again. In fact, it's thicker than it's been. It's quite thick, that. Just about to see the mainland. Can't see any land to our port, which is where the other island should be. Yeah.
or at least having its light going.
Yeah.
It's not got any of that.
It's supposed to have the horn going. Certainly.
Is that a bloody lobster pot with that flag on it?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, Steve, lobster pots are right along here. There's one there with the flag on it.
Just to port.
Just to port the island. Is that Abersock in there?
Yeah.
It is, isn't it?
I do like the idea of flags on them now, but the trouble is you don't know when they're divers and when they're not.
Yeah.
As St Tudwell's became visible, we started to get the alarm again, and John used his thermal camera on his phone to...
He's got a temperature readout on it.
Yeah,
So
well,
I'm
I
gonna-
think that would be a good idea.
I'm going to do that.
Yeah.
I've got my thermal camera on my phone so I can work out the temperature of everything. Yeah. It's very good.
Got another boat. Got all the play boats out, all all the jet skis are out and they're wandering about. But can't see them, too small. Little ants screaming around the sea. That yacht is just travelling past us quite nicely, silently. Thick fog again now. Fog just about see the land, because we are very close. But if we were out there, we wouldn't see anything. Yeah. We're just hugging the land at the moment. And we've got about 3 hours, 4 hours to go to Aberdaron, so it might be that we just go straight through Bardsey Sound at this rate. We'll see how it goes. Sails went up at 1 o'clock, 13:12 now, and yeah, sails off, engines off, and we're actually going a lot faster than we were. We're doing just on 2.8 knots at the moment, 2.7 knots, but we're down to 1.1 knots under engine. We've got some wind, which is quite nice. Sails are still a bit baggy. I don't know whether we can get them higher. I think we can get them higher, and yeah, otherwise it's quite nice. As we know, as a sailing boat, it's quite nice to be under sail and no engine blaring away. 3:15 and we just put the engine on because we're about a mile away from we're about an hour and a half away from Bardsey, so we should arrive there just on time. Now we'll go straight through Bardsey and then up to Portsmouth line if we make it. If not, we'll have to pull in at Aberdaron and stay there the night. What time's the tide tomorrow? What time you work there? I think it's about 5 o'clock.
We're going through Bardsey?
Yeah. 5 o'clock in the morning. Was it?
Yeah, it'll be dark if we go through first thing. Yeah.
3 threads now, hoping the engine will hold so that we can make Bardsey just in time. Otherwise, it means leaving early in the morning, which we don't want to do.
Yeah, we're just working out. Bardsey's about in front of the way, you can see that. It's in front of us and it's about 8 miles away. But at the moment we're only doing 2 knots. So it'll take us at least 4 hours to get there. We only have 3 hours to get there for the window, which is a bit of a shame really, because we won't make it, but it looks like we'll be spending the night at Aberdaron, which is not, you can find worse places to stay. Aberdaron's quite nice, and then we'd have to leave at 4:30 in the morning. Motor started overheating again, so engine's off and we're just drifting at the moment. Gonna head into Aberdaron over there. We should be alright for the night then. So near and yet so far.
Well, with engine faults and fog and the slow progress, it looks like Aberdaron, here we come. Unfortunately, that's the luck of the game, and we're not going to make Bardsey Sound today.
And we've got enough wind to turn us.
Bardsey Sound is one of those areas that you have to get through at the right time. It is not the easiest sail. Fortunately, it's calm at the moment. Hopefully it will be early in the morning, because otherwise we won't be going. It is a very tricky passage. Get it right like anything else and it's fine, but Get it wrong and you're in real trouble. Strong winds over tide going through Bardsey can be very difficult and cause major problems to big boats, let alone a small one. Looking very tantalising there, but unfortunately, so it must be.
Just approaching the islands now off Aberdaron, coming around the corner into Aberdaron. As we go through this gap, we'll be in the bay.
All the movements here is John's come up with a great idea. Let's put the outboard on the back. It's only 2.5, but let's see what we can do. What a game changer. You would believe it. 2.5 horsepower engine stuck on the back of this boat, driven us at 3 knots under full power. It was great. We actually could get more. But here we go, straight into Aberdaron.
This is the way to sail, people.
Yay. Very good.
We
Cheers indeed.
yeah, we just anchored about 10 to 7. Been at anchor now, and time for something to eat in the nice restful sunshine. We're not going to see Aberdaron, mainly because it's too much faff putting up the dinghy, getting out there, coming back again. We were going to go to the bar in there and have a meal, but by the time we got there it would have been 8 o'clock, so no. And it's an early start tomorrow. We've got to be up at just gone, what did we say, John? 4 o'clock. Need to be up at 4:15.
Quarter to four
Well,
to get into Bardsey for about 4:45.
Yeah.
Thereabouts.
Yeah.
Wind is favourable
Yeah.
for us, and we're near enough at slack water with a bit of current.
Yeah. So we
And
should
that
be alright.
Pushes up to Caernarfon Bar. And
Yeah.
we'll have to do the maths on that
Yeah.
now to see if we're going to be able to cross the bar,
Well,
and get into
when we get
Victoria,
there, yeah.
or if we're going to have to go to Pilot's Cove
Go and just hang about.
and sit there and then cross the bar about 8 o'clock tomorrow night.
Yeah.
Do it that way.
Either way, we'll be in Caernarfon hopefully tomorrow.
Yep.
All being well, with more wind than today.
Yeah.
Less engine overheat.
Well, we survey Aberdaron from the boat and work out all the times. The idea is to have a big push tomorrow. We're supposed to have strong winds, and we arrive literally at the Bardsey at 4:45, hopefully go straight through on slack water. Winds should be calm and north, so no standing waves. Timing is worked out, high water Dover +5. That's what to go through with an eddy pushing you through, or you can go through it absolutely slack, 3/4 of an hour before high water Liverpool.
We're about 15-20 minutes too early. And it's very flat calm, but the tide race through there is so great that we just want to get it right, otherwise we could end up just coming backwards. So we just need to get it right. So we've got another 15 minutes now, and then we'll plod off and get there, hopefully.
In our eagerness to get going as per usual, we got up earlier than we should, and we were ready to go, and we set off, and we were arriving at Bardsey too early. But, you know, the idea is to try and get through at the best time with the tide pushing us through, so we can get up to Caernarfon Bar. That's our next deadline, and we hope to make there, otherwise we're stuck in Pilot's Cove.
Just going through Bardsey now. Just coming up to 2:15, so we've got it spot on. Going through the Sound.
Hot dead ahead. Hot dead ahead. Turn to port. Turn to port.
Turn to port.
Turn to port. Turn to port.
What the hell are they doing with the pots up here? We okay? That's bad news having a pot there.
What are people thinking? This is one of the most difficult passages that most people do under power going through Bardsey Sound both ways, and yet people are laying pots in the middle of it. Imagine getting jammed in that, and then the tide changes, you'd be in real trouble. Okay. Absolutely stunning moonlight sail through Bardsey. Flat calm at the moment. We've got a bit of tide pushing us, only a bit though, but it's absolutely flat calm. Couldn't have timed it better. And it's absolutely stunning. All around we can see the outline of the hills and some of the islands and Bardsey in the background. Absolutely stunning, honestly. You'd have to be here. Pictures taken courtesy of Stephen and John and myself. These are obviously enhanced photographs so you can see where as we move into the video you'll see exactly what we saw when we were going through just using the camera. Just gone 5 o'clock now. It's 8 minutes past 5. We've just come through Bardsey Sound. Can't see it, obviously it's too dark. Just come through Bardsey Sound, and it's we're on the flood now right up to Caernarfon. Hopefully we've got wind which is building. It's gone from 4 knots to 7.5. It should get up to 12 knots today, later on about 6 o'clock, as the sun starts to come out. So hopefully and it's on our beam as well, so hopefully we should have a good run up there, decent sail and no engine. We just got to get through the tripods now. They're a bit tricky, but you know, it should be fine. It's quite calm at the moment, and it's wind with tide now, so yeah. Both sails up now. We're just doing between 5 and 6 knots. 6.1 is the highest we got to. Sun to the right there. So yeah. And the moon's on the decline. Got port incline, but on the decline. Neffin Mountains there. Not Effin Mountains, Neffin Mountains. There we have a beautiful sunrise. Calm at the moment. We've only got 6.8 knots of wind. That's pretty good. We had 15 before, 16 tops. And we were doing just on 6 knots. The tide's with us at the moment, so we're doing 3.7. The aim is to get as far up as we can, hopefully to the Caernarfon Bar by 10 o'clock, was it? 10:30?
Half 10.
Half
yeah.
10, 10:30, yeah.
High water, yeah.
Yeah, so we can get up there for then. We'll be alright. There we have our sunrise. Sun's just coming up there. At 6:32. Hopefully we'll get a bit of warmth now. Temperature's been quite cool, although it was a warm night compared to the previous night. But the temperature was quite cold. In fact, it's freezing on the first night in Pwllheli, freezing. But that's when it's very foggy as well, so the temperature last night was quite good at anchor in Aberdaron. Which we couldn't get into Aberdaron, but it wasn't bad. So, and we got a bit of wind as we pass the mountains here. Hopefully this stays now, so we've got a minute of wind. Might not be able to see that. nearly 11 knots of wind, and we're doing just on 6.2. So we should theoretically get to Caernarfon Bar this morning and into Pwllheli, into Caernarfon, which would be nice if we do that. Yeah, man, that sun's really rising, isn't it? Yeah. It's like a pop-up rather than a rise. Because we're down to 3 knots of wind. Because we're down to 3 knots of wind, we decided to put the outboard on now, which is pushing us along something like 5 knots. Because we found out if we don't make Caernarfon Bar this morning, then we can't get into Victoria Dock tonight, into Caernarfon tonight. Mainly because they're only open for a quarter of an hour tonight. So we wouldn't be able to do that without Pilot's Cove and getting through the bar. So it's all a bit of a push at the moment. If we don't do it, we'll just stay in Pilot's Cove until tomorrow and then go straight through the Straits. That's the only thing we can do. But, you know, that's life. I was going to say it's sailing, but it's not for most of them. And I'm all plugged up because even though the sun is shining, it is still really cold here today. It was warm last night, but it's cold here today. Hope you can hear me over the engine. I try and get rid of that background noise or voiceover. From the Neffin Range to the Snowdon Range. The Snowdon here. Looking magnificent. Don't know whether you can see it in this. Sun's finally beginning to warm things up. Feeling a bit warmer now. It's quite good. And it's 10 to 9 now, so with a bit of luck, it should be alright. Well, we're going for it. Coming through Caernarfon Bar at the moment, and we made it with about 15 minutes to spare. At the poor little 2.5 horsepower working its socks off. For a second-hand engine that cost 100 quid, this 2.5 is the best thing John ever bought. Saved our lives this weekend, that little engine. Yeah, I'm wondering whether we need to go up there or not.
I think we do.
Do we?
They've moved them to match the channel.
Have they?
Yeah.
Okay. Going up to C3 now. And ahead of us are the 2 port cams. Engine working its socks off, as I said, and I don't know whether it's going to push us through as the tide starts to turn against us. Will we make it? Well, you will only find out if you watch the next video. I've split it up because this is far too long to watch in one go. Even I get bored. Thanks a lot for watching. Don't forget the thumbs up. Cheers. Bye.